Testing, testing. Leave no man behind. Leave no man behind. Can't find Twitch. Where's Twitch? Twitch is missing. Leave no man behind. Can't find Twitch. Where's Twitch? Twitch is missing. Leave no man behind. Can't find Twitch. Where's Twitch? It's gotta be an enormous oven.
It is a gigantic oven, yeah.
Pause. We don't have the equipment. Pause. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm on the podcast. Okay.
Let's get rid of money. We don't need it anymore.
Is it done? Is it over? There's no closet to come out of here, okay? It's not there. Go ahead, say it. Oh, you probably wouldn't fit in the closet anyway.
Tell me something that you can't get unless there's currency.
Pause. Pause.
Good music, boy. All right, so that was that was the the best of and the music, which you guys didn't hear either of, and we're back live. This is episode 8. Can you believe it?
Episode 8. Wow.
Yeah, episode 8. I think.
What?
Who knew you could pile crap that high?
Wow. Wow.
Well, I guess the state of the pod. Thanks a lot, Claudius. Let's start with that. The state of the pod. Who's got something to? I know last time Clark really came down on my state of the pod, so I'd like someone else to, kick it off.
Well, it's still here.
That is a good point.
And that's the state of the pod.
All the members are still here.
It's true. It's a good point.
Not over yet.
Yeah, that's also true. I think we did make it 3 last time before it broke down. I think 3 is the record. I think we're in the middle of the 4th one when it stopped, when it broke down. That's what happened.
And they're lost episodes, right?
Yeah, well, they're out there. A couple of them are out there, but
Have you talked about the box set yet that will be available with the missing episodes?
Well, we have to prepare for the Christmas episode too.
What happened to Thanksgiving?
This is the Thanksgiving episode, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice if you announced that.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. Am I the only one eating turkey right now?
Why would you eat turkey before?
Yes, why would you do that?
That's insane. I haven't eaten turkey
in 2 months. Are you really eating turkey right now?
I didn't
eat
turkey
lead
in 2
up to
months.
it.
You got to lead up to it. So
some people have leftovers for a week. I have turkey leading up to Thanksgiving.
So when you get to Thanksgiving, you're just totally sick of it, or what?
Yeah.
Well, there's no more bird left. It's just leftovers at that point.
Oh, so you don't even have a bird. You have a bird a couple days before and eat all the leftovers until Thanksgiving.
That's right.
That's insanity. That is the definition of insanity.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, but then you don't have to worry about leftovers afterwards.
Well, what if you get really hungry? You got to leave at least something for Thanksgiving, though, right? So then you got to.
You leave some turkey left, of course.
Yeah, so you got to worry now that you're eating too much, or you're not gonna have it. You're gonna eat it before Thanksgiving.
Right. Enjoy that now as a single man, okay?
Well,
that will change.
It's just purely the turkey, for the first 5 days leading up.
Oh, it's a high protein diet. Oh,
so once you get to Thanksgiving, it's all the fixings together.
If you're eating nothing but turkey for 5 days, you're basically a turkey at that point, I think. You are a turkey. You are what you eat.
A cannibal turkey.
Yeah. Well, not really, because you killed and started eating it when you were a human, and then you only became a turkey. You didn't become a turkey after you started eating it, right? So,
And then you stopped on Thanksgiving, so you really, you haven't become. Now, if you had continued the trend, you would have been a cannibal.
See, it's good that I stop it right there.
So just at the moment when you were about to convert into turkey, it stopped, and therefore you haven't violated the "thou shalt not eat each other."
I disagree. Claudius is a turkey, and has been a turkey for many years. All right. Well, that's an interesting Thanksgiving element there. You know, maybe we should. Yeah. Well, all right. That's what you're doing, Claudius. What are you doing, Clark, for Thanksgiving? How are you?
The usual. Dinner with the family. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have any strange rituals. Will I, eat turkey long before or long after, for that matter? I usually don't have many leftovers.
Let's dig into that a little bit. Do you guys say? What do you guys have? Do you have like a little ritual you do before the meal? Like some people say grace, stuff like that.
Wow, that sounded like really down. Some people say grace. Man.
Well, I live in the street. I live on the street.
Heaven forbid somebody says grace.
That was a lot like pause.
Pause.
What you'll hear when you hear the best of last week. I put the liberal. I liberally used the pause. Drop. It's great. Out of context, it's great. Pause.
Are we actually streaming now?
Yeah, I think we are.
I should hope so.
Yeah, because I thought there was something wrong with my audio when I went to review that video.
Well, that's
it's showing it's playing, and there's there's no audio here. What's going on?
That's because I put
checking all my connections, and then I just happened to fast forward, and bam, eight minutes in and some odd seconds, all of a sudden, boom, there's audio. I guess that was supposed to be a good flawless episode.
Listen, just like today, when you go watch it, I'm going to warn you. When you go watch this episode, you're going to see 15 minutes of silence. Because I started it yesterday. I started at 8 minutes early. Today I started at 15 minutes early, and put a countdown so our listener would know when it was time. When it was time that was going to start.
Yeah, but you can use OBS. You can tell OBS not to record until the countdown is over.
No, I stream it. I was streaming it live. I was just streaming the countdown. That's the only way I could do it.
Though. You can set up a countdown timer in OBS.
That's what I did.
And you just decided there's no point in a countdown timer then. It just records everything. I mean, never mind. Never mind. No need to further discuss. Never mind.
This is all very entertaining for the viewers.
Never mind.
Yeah, this is a podcast about making a shitty podcast. Listen, don't worry about it.
When in doubt, just record everything. That's a safe bet.
I didn't record it. I streamed it. Live.
Record. It's there, my friend. It's there.
Yeah, but Twitch recorded it.
That's like starting the countdown timer at the time. Like, okay, the podcast is at 7. Oh, let's start the countdown timer now because we're recording anyway, and we're gonna wind up with 15 minutes of dead silence, like we did with the last one. So, what difference does it make?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So instead of an hour-long podcast, now we got 45 minutes because we have a 15-minute countdown timer that starts after the show starts.
No, it'll be an hour and 15 minutes. Because it includes 15 minutes before.
Wow.
Why is this hard for you to understand? The podcast takes the same amount of time. I just started recording
with the timer, the podcast is an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
However, since we don't start the recording at 7 and we leave it go after, which means it's actually a 23-minute timer now? Countdown timer?
No, the timer starts at 15 and it reaches 0 and then it's done.
But it doesn't. It doesn't stop. It doesn't. Oh, never mind. Forget it. Never mind. Obviously, it's me.
Okay. I think you're confused.
Obviously, it's me.
When you watch this episode, let's bridge out of this. When you watch this episode, you'll have a clear understanding of it. Okay, because you missed the beginning of it. That's
I'll have a clear understanding of how wrong the other one went.
It's still going to be 15 minutes of silence at the beginning of this. I can cut that out if that's what you're suggesting. I can do that probably. I'll have to edit it in YouTube or whatever, But when you go to past videos on Twitch, it's just going to be also including the 15-minute countdown. You just fast forward to, it says, every time you fast forward, it'll say 12 minutes, 10 minutes, you know what I mean? So when it says, when it reaches close to 0, then you can start playing.
I don't want to know. I'll just have to wait for the surprise.
Can we get back to his Thanksgiving rituals?
Yeah, how'd you get us off that? That's a good point.
I told you what my rituals were.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said dinner
changed
with
the
the
subject.
family, and I said I don't have any strange rituals like turkey
Yeah, but I asked you
cannibalism.
about grace, and then you immediately changed the subject. That's true. That's true, Claudius. That's true. And you're good at that. So why you don't say grace? Do you have an elaborate grace, like a 5-minute grace that you say? Is it a set piece? You guys all take on roles? Like, why don't you want to talk about this?
I have a countdown timer to grace. It's a 15-minute countdown timer. And then we supposed to start grace, but we wait an additional 8 minutes. Then we say grace. But we eat before that. We actually start to eat, before that.
I don't know. Claudius, what do you think? Why does he not want to talk about this? Seriously, what's he hiding? What is he hiding?
Is it something with the big feet?
See? I knew that was going to come up. I knew that would come up.
Well, your avatar is a Bigfoot if you look at the stream, but don't listen to the audio of it, because I know you get into that, like, it's like that guy who looks at a shadow and can't pull himself out of the lake or whatever, Just watch it. What? You'll see your avatar is a Bigfoot. What? So.
Never mind. Once again, I don't want to know. Obviously, it's something What?
What?
Merry Christmas. What?
Yeah, your Bigfoot's wearing a Christmas hat.
Oh, wearing a Christmas hat. Okay.
Yeah. So Claudius, what do you think? Why is he? What is he? You think it's the Bigfoot stuff? I mean, why is he hiding it? Why does he not want to talk about
that's
grace?
what big feet do. Is they hide. That's what they're best at.
That's true. It's like they don't want us to know anything. Like even a little bit would be like
no information given.
Yeah. We need to play this up. We need to say with Bigfoot. Bigfoot needs. We need to say Bigfoot is on the podcast.
Maybe we're not really hiding. Did you ever think of that?
Ooh,
maybe we're yes, exactly. Maybe we're interdimensional. We can shift in and out. So, I'm actually there, in the woods, standing right next to you, but you just can't see me.
So he shifts in, says grace, and then shifts out.
Yeah, you got it. Exactly. But I wait 15 minutes before I say grace.
It's a countdown timer. It's like let's say you were eating dinner with your mother or whatever, and you said put the little clock there, and you wound up. You said, "Mom," and the clock the clock runs down to 0, then we're gonna eat, and you put that. We're gonna eat for an hour.
Right,
Mom.
exactly. That's what we do. When it runs down to 0, we're gonna eat, and 8 minutes later we'll say grace.
It could take 8 minutes to round up the whole family. If they're scattered, if you have a giant, big feet probably live in giant mansions. They'd have to.
There's 2 of us, okay?
I
have a big family, but they all do their own thing. There's 2 of us. If it takes me 8 minutes to round up one other person, then there's an issue. But...
And do you wear a watch or not?
Well, I have to because it has a countdown timer on it.
Well, that brings in the question: why would you even for just 2 people? Why do you need a countdown timer? Why don't you just say, "Hey, why do you eat, Ma?" And then you just go eat. Because
it just it adds to it. It intensifies the whole situation. It just adds to the experience.
All right. Okay. I'm bridging out of this. I don't know what you're hiding about the grace thing. I don't know.
Here we go with the bridging again. He's bridging. Lots of bridging.
I like to change things up a little bit this week and do ASMR first, just to kind of cleanse our palate.
Oh, you caught him off guard. You caught him off guard.
Uh-oh.
Did you see that look? You caught him off guard. He's not
All
ready.
right, I can go right to the game if you want. You want to go to the game?
See, he's not ready. That's usually what he does while, through the podcast. He looks up.
Exactly. That's what I was hoping to circumvent.
Absurd readings. See? Yeah. There he goes. He found one. Okay, he's good.
All right. I'm going to shut my mic off, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to try not to talk.
Maybe, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe the page isn't loading. Maybe it's time for freestyle again. Black Friday week. Plan with to shop for deals at Walmart, Target, and Best Buy with this calendar.
I can't help it, Jerry. That microphone looks like a big dick. It just...
Don't sexualize this. This is ASMR.
No one ever sexualizes ASMR. So just to let everyone know that Black Friday used to be one day and done. Not anymore. Sales got underway weeks ago to lure early bird shoppers to stores. Now, an official wave of Black Friday sales is rolling out early, a week before November 26th.
This is some kind of news feed, isn't it?
No, this is just off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
So to help you begin to plan your shopping frenzy, here are where major retailers' sales begin. Friday, Best Buy. Oh, Best Buy. JC Penney. Oh, yeah, Penny. Oh, the Best Buy. Home Depot. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're just a Home Depot.
Saturday. Ulta. Get all your beauty stuff, ladies. And on Sunday, November 21st, this one's for Case. Dick's Sporting Goods.
Where you go to get Dick's?
Kohl's and Target. Monday is Walmart. And Tuesday is Macy's.
Nothing sexy about Walmart.
Wednesday, Best Buy adds a deal on MacBook Air models. Oh, you gotta get one.
This is definitely a holiday episode.
Yes, and Thursday is Thanksgiving. Eat your freaking turkey, people. Eat your freaking turkey.
Slurp your turkey, huh?
It's got a lot
Turkey
of gravy
slurper.
on it. Lots of gravy. And then Friday, just go wherever the hell you want to. I'm not judging. Ah, yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Spectacular.
That was a really great segment.
Yeah.
And you're getting better and better at this. I swear. And I'm sorry that Jamie tried to sexualize it. That's just.
Oh, yeah. Like you've never done that.
The zippers were not innocent mistake. I got when it came down, I had to get it back
Yeah,
up. But then
yeah, sure they were. Yeah, right.
And now this brief interlude. Case is still looking for cave people. Thank you.
Yes, that's true. No, I have everything I need right now. I do not need more. It's already a lot of work sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't need. No. And I'm writing. It's a split. It's a very split. And I'm doing other stuff that Clark doesn't want me to talk about on the air, involving dough.
What?
And to
Oh.
making pizza.
Talking about involving money. I mean, wait a second.
No.
Well, that is the state of the pod. He is.
That is the state of the pod. All right, which brings us to segment 1 of the game this week. Let me get to the game screen because I have something special. All right, so the temporal war is over. The matriarchy has won. Not only now, but all through history, women have taken over. Clark, you and Claudius have been sent back in time, and you have to figure out how to deal with a woman-dominated society. Welcome to Time Travel the Game. This week's setting, Regency Britain, 1820, somewhere around there. Clark and Claudius, you guys you have to adapt to this new world. You're gonna both have to choose a character to go forward in this game. Now, this is gonna be a little bit like a board game. We're only playing the beginning right now, and it's a work in progress, and so just bear with me on it. You're gonna have to choose a character. I'm gonna give you a list. You'll see them on the screen, but I'll read them to you, and you're gonna choose one for for you that you will be, and one that Claudius will be, and then I want you guys to send it to me secretly. So that, because something could happen if you pick the same one, if you pick ones that are opposite or something like that, then, That's going to be part of the game, basically. You have to pick it and then send it to me, and then at that point, I have a way to score this. But even if like let's say you guys pick something and like Clark, you're way ahead. That's fine because the next part of the game, even like the next segment here tonight, can really radically change the score, based on what you chose here. So the next thing you choose could change the score completely. So even though one person could be way ahead. And I'm not going to let you know exactly how the scoring is done yet because it'll affect the way you play the rest. At the end, I'll explain the scoring, and then we'll talk about it then. Okay?
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay. So we time travel. Why in the hell would we go back to 1820, and of all places, Regency Britain?
Okay. This is time travel, the game, and you're gonna find out why. This is what this game is about. You don't know yet. You know what I mean?
And we're gonna stick out like sore thumbs.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That's going to become part of the game. You're going to have to figure out how to stick out a little less sorely. All right, you ready to play round one?
So wait, is that top hats or tri-corner hats? I forget.
Tri-corners and top hats, depending on your status. See, that's the other thing I was thinking about. Now, you Clark have no idea why Regency Britain. Meanwhile, Claudius, I think this is his time period. So
I know it is.
So I'm thinking no matter what, like whoever wins, but I'm giving Claudius 20 points, 20%, 20 percentage points. So that's the line. He has to win by that. Or like he's not. You know what I mean? Because it's his period. Like I think if he could be alive, he would choose this period. So I think he needs a slight handicap. What do you think? You both agree?
I disagree.
For those in our listening audience, apparently I am the challenged one. So therefore, we're going to.
Yeah, with this particular time frame, this setting, this game setting, yes. Anyway, let's move on to the first. You'll see what I'm saying.
Just move right along.
Let's move on to the first round, okay? And this is where you choose a character. So, you're man, okay? But these roles now, remember, men are going to be in the roles that women have become like men in these different time periods. So you're going to be treated and so you're going to have to kind of know your place. You're going to have to dress appropriately. That'll be in the future round. So for right now, here's your choices.
I want to be a prostitute.
Dicked in the knob is the first choice. Dicked in the knob. The second choice is you may be
Wait a second. Whoa. Is that my name?
No, it's like today, like we would call them like I don't know, like a hippie. Okay, something like that.
Okay. Wait a second, Claudius. Did you know what that was?
No, I think he's.
Don't look anything up. Obviously, don't. It's just.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just asking because it's supposed to be his time period.
I'm not accusing you either of you. I'm just saying. Let's just
So obviously, dicked in the knob.
That's one of them. Yeah. The second one is that you could be a Corinthian. The third one is a swell. The fourth one is a nonpareil. The fifth one is a Batman, not the Batman, a Batman. The sixth is a slubbergillion.
Hold on a second. There's too many here. I've already forgot the first three.
Well, you mute it, but bring up the podcast. You'll see the screen. You'll see the.
I'm not supposed to look at Twitch. Remember?
You can look at it, but don't listen to it. I'm giving you permission now because there's no other way for you to see this.
Okay.
So you got Dicked in the Knob, Corinthian, Swell, Nonpareil, Batman, Slubbergillion, and a Nabob. You can be any one of those types of people. I want you to select one, and Claudius to select one. Send them to me, and don't say which one you're going to select. Secretly send them to me in Telegram.
Okay.
Right now?
Oh, yeah. This is
No, next week. After the 15-minute countdown.
Yes, there will be a 15-minute countdown next week as well. Okay.
He sent it to me, too.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? You got all right. No, I don't know how we get this.
Okay. All right. I'll just pick another one.
On to the next segment.
Even now he knows it's not that one. All right. Go on. Just send it to me privately.
Well, you had to introduce the Telegram element to it.
Well, I said privately.
A little bit of heads up too. Everything's total shock treatment here.
Sorry, we had 3 minutes of a beer before the thing. Okay. And Clark, you can pick the same one if you want. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like he won't know. Claudius won't know whether he did or not. He'll never know. So he'll know, but next. Still waiting.
He's a percentage guy. He'll figure it out.
Still waiting. Put a number
for me. For
yes.
Who? For me.
Yes. This game was already going great. I thought that the instructions were pretty clear. Choose a character. Okay.
Did I send it to the right one this time?
Yeah. All right, so you've both chosen. Now, I'll let you know what they are, and then we'll talk about the... Okay. You've chosen... Clark, you've chosen Nabob.
Well, what was the big deal then?
What?
What was the big deal?
You mean why I wanted it secret?
Yeah.
Because if you... Because if you said Nabob, then maybe Claudius would go, oh, then I'll be... He might know all this shit. He might go, oh, I'll be, us Corinthian. Oh, you both could have chosen the Bobs.
Whatever. Continue.
But you didn't. You chose pretty well. Okay. Yeah, a Nabob Clark is a wealthy person that has returned from India with a lot of money.
Well, what was that? I'm a bourgeois.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very good. And Batman, however, is a military type. He's a guy who is a military footman. He's like a,
and that's what he chose.
Yeah.
Where's the cloak?
Yeah, I mean he's a working man. You know what I mean. So in this first round, you've gotten we're going by wealth and status here. You've definitely won this first round, Clark. However.
Oh, so you're saying rich people are better?
What?
Saying rich people are better.
Well, I'm saying for this part of the game, yeah, you've chosen a better status character type. But in the next round, see, here's the thing. You see, in the next round, what's going to happen is we're not pointing it yet, but when we get there, the wealthy person is going to be judged a little more strictly about the things that they do and the things that they wear and stuff like that. But whereas a Batman is not going to have too much.
Shocker!
To lose.
I am now.
Batman's not going to. Whereas a Batman is going to have a little more leeway in the world. So, yeah, I mean, right now you won this first round, but it could change. It could change.
Why does it feel like an empty win?
I mean, you'd have to play the game. You're gonna have to play the game a little differently than Claudius. That's all. But you've won, and if you keep it up, obviously you're gonna win the game. But it's very early, and things could change. You could lose the next round, and then it could still literally be up in the air for the third one. Okay. So what do you guys think so far? We're done with that. Let's have a little bit of a post-mortem on it.
Sucks.
What? Really? Really?
Where's the time travel? We just...
Well,
we don't even have sound effects.
Apparently our memories are wiped. I don't know. I don't know. I guess. I don't know. Unless we're not judging each other, but...
Well, this is a cooperative game, but it's also, you're gonna have the opportunity to don't forget, that's just the first round. You know what I mean? That's just the setup of the game, really. So maybe judge it by the 3 rounds. Maybe we'll.
Okay. Oh God, there's 2 more rounds. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how you could make time travel more boring.
I know. You hit it right on the head there. Honest to God.
You have a problem with the setting? Is that what it is? You think it'd be more interesting to go to
We basically picked names off of a list. That was the game.
They're not names. They're actually things that people said. They're like hippie. They're things people, used in that time period. They're not names. They're like, oh, look at that Nabob. There goes that Batman. That's what it's like. You know what I mean? It's just a testing for the slang, the local slang.
Look at that dick in the knob.
Exactly. I also, one more thing we have to do to finish this segment is that you have to roll. I told you guys to get your die together. I'm sure you have.
Oh, here we go now. Stupid die. I gotta pick out which one. Give me a 20-face die, 6-face die.
Yeah, get your 20 out. This is Regency Britain, so
That's a 20. Oh.
This character trait.
They weren't invented yet. We have to use 3 6-sided dice.
Just roll a 6.
Jerry,
All you have is a 6. Roll a 6.
He's got a point.
16.
All right.
14.
All right. Since this is Regency Britain and it's a time period run by women, there's one very important trait. You know, in that period, all the boobs were on display and everything. So in this period now, with the roles reversed, the gender roles reversed, it's going to be your penises that are main focus.
I knew it. I knew it. What do you mean all the boobs were exposed?
Well, I mean, they had like it was all focused around big cleavage and stuff like that.
It's
so
not now. Huh?
So anyway, you rolled lower, so you have a small penis, and Claudius' character has a large.
Of course.
Very large.
Guess you won that round.
Yeah, that's a bit of a consolation prize.
Yeah. Give him another 20 points.
The way I see it, the score now stands at 20 to 15. Okay.
So I'm your typical wealthy guy. I got a small
penis.
pecker, so I make up for it with my money.
With putting a dick in a knob.
Why do I feel like this was just stacked against me from the start?
Yeah, I mean, also, yeah, I mean, one of our listeners reminds me that, yes, women like boobs too, so obviously, let's not, yeah, anyway, so this is a simplified world here where, yeah, so in your future things, the future episodes, not this episode, but in future episodes, that's going to play a part, so don't worry, I'm going to update your game pages and keep all the info of what you've chosen and everything there,
Oh, gee, thanks. It's a burden off me. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so that was a resounding failure, and you guys, apparently you poo-pooed it all. All right, so let's move on to
poo-poo. He said poo-poo.
Double poo-poo.
Amazing segment. Let's do the amazing segment. Or do you want to do? Yeah, let's do the amazing segment.
I don't know.
What?
I didn't see anything amazing this week. I don't know.
Jesus.
I was on a news boycott, so it's been a quiet week.
Claudius, you have something?
This week I learned what a nabob is.
Oh, great. That's amazing. It really is.
You still don't know what addicted to knob is, though, do you?
It's a hippie.
No, I said it was like that. I said it's like, a similar thing, not the exact same meaning.
Walks around with his snuff box.
So nobody has an amazing thing now? I think you were supposed to come up with an amazing thing, weren't you?
Yes, Jerry was. That's right.
No, I
Claudius
did it last week.
Yeah, he did it last week. He talked about the guy who blew air through his nose.
Which doesn't apply to Clark, so he doesn't care about it.
Yeah, he's like, that has nothing to do with me.
No, that's not the way I treated it. I was curious as to why you found that amazing. I mean,
just like you're curious to why I started with the state of the pod saying I make pizza. I mean, you just jumped on everything Jerry and Claudius and I said.
Because it had nothing to do with the pod.
I was leading up to it.
Oh, here we go. Bridging. We're bridging again. We're
just
big
amazing.
bridge builders.
This is amazing.
This is amazing. It's amazing that you couldn't find one amazing thing. Like, what is it? I think, you know what? Even like, wasn't there some kind of crazy shit yesterday? Didn't like a bunch of people died or something? I guess it's not technically amazing, but
That's not amazing.
That's
tragic.
appalling.
That's a tragedy.
Let's do that.
Let's just change this segment then.
So that's
All
appalling.
fine.
Then we could just talk
Amazing
about
or
the pod.
amazing.
This is our tragic moment. Tragic. Tell us about something that was tragic.
It was a Christmas, a line of Christmas, people celebrating Christmas.
So that wasn't amazing that they got mowed down.
No, I know. I thought we changed it to amazing / appalling.
What?
Well,
Appalling.
Okay, I've got something for the appalling segment.
Let's hear it. I'm sure
We played this game called Time Travel. Nobody knew what the hell was going on.
You played one round of it. You played one round.
I got something that's amazing. The person who created it couldn't figure out why we hated it.
I wrote for a second. I really thought you had an amazing thing.
To me, that was amazing.
All right.
Personally, that was amazing.
All right. I hear you. I guess we'll end the amazing segment. Maybe we'll move on to round 2 of the game.
Oh, no. Come on. We just got off the game. Give us a little bit of time to recover.
All right. Jamie saves the world. Woo! Jamie
There's
saves
the
the
world saving going on tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure we have something for this. Claudius. I think I did the last 2 Jamie saves the world segments. What do you got? What is your suggestion? I suggested we do without currency, and I think Clark, your assignment was to figure out what you think could not be provided if we extracted currency from the equation.
You're right. I didn't put much thought into it.
You're such a dick.
I'm just being honest. Because the whole thing is flawed.
What? We're only replacing one system of measurement with another system of measurement.
Exactly. Hello. There. How come you're not ripping him to shreds?
I don't think we need to have. I don't think a measurement. I don't think the measurement of worth should be based on like whether it's how much somebody would pay for something. You know what I mean? Because that brings into a lot of different problems. I think that just.
So we need a random number generator.
No, I'm saying that we sit down and we agree. We say something like,
"Come on, $1.25. Come on, $1.25."
We say like. We say
yes, I'm taking home this PlayStation for $1.25.
No, if this currency, $1.25 means this currency. What are you talking about? I'm saying that if you have a certain
shouldn't be tied to the value.
Not the currency.
We just spin the wheel.
What were you saying now?
I'm saying that we could provide tiered experiences and tiered quality of goods with, in other words, if you have a certain job, you make a certain amount of money, you use that certain amount of money to buy better things or worse things, depending on your job, depending on your money. So if you just cut out the minimum and say these jobs are entitled people to these quality tiers, wouldn't it work the same?
Doesn't it remove your choice of it? I mean, I still don't. Well, okay, maybe a better
right? You don't have choice now.
Maybe a better question is why? Like what advantage do we have of doing that? What advantage do we get by doing that?
Well, I'm trying to divorce wealth from power. So if you can't transfer. See, if I give you $1 million, you can do stuff with it, right? So that's going to influence your choices. If I'm trying to get you to do something wrong, you might do it for a couple $1,000 or something. You know what I mean? The whole goal here, the rule 0 of society, is that nobody ever has to do anything they don't want to do. So, I think if you're in a precarious enough situation with money, and somebody comes along with money, you're going to end up doing things you don't want to do because you have to.
Like this podcast.
Like what?
Like this podcast.
Exactly.
Ching. Good job.
Well, since no money's changing hands, you must be a masochist because you're still doing it. So.
No, because I'd be hounded for the rest of my life.
And we laugh a lot on it, so I mean, it's a win-win.
Oh, that's there's a reward right there.
Yeah, exactly.
What tier does that fall into?
That's the thing. That's my point, right? I think like if we do, I think all we need is a system. If like let's say people don't care too much about like the fanciest stuff, you know what I mean? They're satisfied with simpler things. They don't care. Like my taste changed after COVID. I don't see the point in spending like hundreds of dollars in a restaurant. You know what I mean? And I've eaten a lot of great food, and I've been a lot of great places in New York City. I get it. You know what I mean? So maybe at this point, no matter how much money I had, I'd just be like, just doing simple things. So what I'm saying is, I think that is like negatively. That's like there's negative pressure associated with it. You know what I mean? We need to figure out a way to positively reinforce that so that instead of the world getting greedier and greedier by rewarding and, basically helping greedy people, raise greedy families. There are some people, not everyone's greedy, of course, but I'm just saying it seems like it's getting more and more greedy because we're assigning positive pressure to greed, giving them better opportunities to raise children and stuff like that. And then when they want to try and keep it, that's when the power corruption stuff comes into play. They want to keep their wealth. And if we just divorce wealth from power, so that you can personally live like a wealthy person, but you cannot give that wealth to someone else unless they earn it. But we give more opportunities for people to earn it than they have now. Maybe you can, let's say, if you're making like minimum wage, right? You can go to a nice restaurant, but like once a month.
Wait. Back to Bodo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, judging by the statement that you just made, so that means that if I'm a hard worker,
right,
and I work hard my entire life,
right,
I can't pass anything down to my children.
No, of course you can. You're not going to be wealthy by working hard all your life. That's a ridiculous statement.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you don't get wealthy by working hard in this world.
Really?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Hard workers make the least. Waitresses, there's no harder worker person than a waitress.
Wow. Okay. All right. Now I know where we're going with this. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not hard work alone. You need a marketable skill.
No, that's.
Or you need to be a criminal.
Why? You mean to tell me that a hardworking individual can't make himself wealthy?
No, not just by working hard. No, he's got to do other stuff. Not in this society. No.
Like what?
Well, hard worker, like McDonald's guys are hard workers. What are we talking about here? What?
So is a plumber, and a plumber makes an awful lot of money.
Yeah,
because he works hard, he puts long hours in, and he becomes wealthy.
A lot of people work long hours and really hard work, and they're hard workers, but they don't make as much.
Well, how do you expect that? But it's not apples and oranges.
Plumbing is a marketable skill. Plumbing is a skill that's worth a lot of money.
A plumber has a lot more intelligence than somebody who takes a job at McDonald's.
A plumber is a marketable skill that pays a lot. You're right. That's what I'm saying. You need that. You can't just work hard. You need to have a skill that actually is rare and that people pay a lot of money for.
So, yeah, but that doesn't apply to the statement you made that hard work doesn't get you anywhere.
Hard work alone doesn't. Yeah, you need to be a plumber too in order to be a hardworking plumber. You can't just be a hard worker. You need a hardworking plumber to make that money.
But it's all part of a process.
No, it's not. The dig ditch.
Yeah, sure it is. Yeah, if you're a hard worker, the first job you get is going to be one of the most important things you get because you learn those skills. You want to continue forward. You want to learn more so that you become more valuable.
What are you talking about? You could do that, yeah, but you could also just get a job digging ditches, work really hard, and never have any money. So it's not that alone. You need something else. You need some.
Wow.
You need a good pizza recipe.
Yeah, I just think that your statement.
I'm not going to get wealthy making pizza, and I work pretty
hard.
I
think your statement is misleading.
Look at Papa John.
Exactly.
He doesn't even make any pizza.
Started with one little restaurant.
If your pizza is that great and you work a couple of years and save up money and open up your own restaurant, let's just say hypothetical situation, and you're a pizza maker and you're making money off of your pizza.
You can't go from making money in this society to opening a pizza restaurant. You can't just go make pizzas and save up your money and open a pizza restaurant. You and I both know that, I think. I failed 3 businesses. I know it. It's not that.
Well, that doesn't. Just because you failed doesn't mean other people do.
I know, but you can't save up enough money as a pizza maker, getting paid basically minimum wage to start your own restaurant. It's impossible. You would need like $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 maybe. Probably much more than that.
Wow. Continue.
You have value. Hard work is.
Continue.
Hard work is not enough. It also has to be something like tech stuff right now is really hot. So you could be hard working. I never was, but you could be a hard worker in tech and you can make a lot of money.
I worked for an individual who started selling out of the trunk of his car with no money at all.
Okay.
And became a very wealthy individual.
Okay, selling what? With no money
at
all.
How could you,
Selling what? What was he selling? What do you mean? Selling what?
It's immaterial. He was a salesman. He started out with nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Selling what, though? What was he selling? I don't understand.
Industrial supplies. It's immaterial.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that if I don't know. I mean, I don't know how he did it. I don't know, but it has to be some more than just being a hard worker. Right?
No, he was a very hard worker. He kept
still be doing that job. It's possible. It's very possible. It's possible for you to do, I don't know, make deals. He must have made deals with them. I don't know how he started business from that.
Oh, see, that's just it, though. There must be. Okay, continue. Go ahead.
Well, you can't just sell things and then all of a sudden open a business. He must have convinced him that his stuff, it wasn't even his stuff. I don't know. I mean,
you're saying it was stolen?
Exactly. That's what he's saying. There must be corruption involved because he was successful.
No, I'm not saying there's corruption. I'm saying he must be a really smart person or something. There must be something going on there.
Oh, must have been a really smart person, too.
And everyone sells stuff out of their cars, open their own business, become successful businessmen, right? It's like all these
It's called motivation. It's called drive.
You can work your way up to become a nabob.
Yeah, and it also depends on your character traits, too, right? You know what I mean?
Which leads us into segment 2, the game.
Yeah, sorry, bridge. Bridge, yeah.
Bridge, there we go. There's that word again.
Yeah. We'll continue this. This is great. We'll continue this in the next Jamie Saves the World. We're going to talk right about that. It's going to be good. Yeah. We're going to bring up some interesting topics next time. All right, the game. Section 2 of the game. Now, we've established that, Clark, you are Nabob. And Claudius, you are a Batman. Now you're gonna have to. This round's a little more complicated. You're gonna have to choose your attire. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, Claudius, we'll start with you. You have 4 choices for the bottom part of your outfit: breeches, extended breeches, slops, or pantaloons. Clark, you do too.
What was the question? What was the back up? Rewind. Run it by me again.
It's coming up on the screen. If you just watch the podcast, it'll come up. The first part is the bottom part of your attire.
Oh, I'm definitely going with the extended breeches.
Okay, extended breeches for you. Okay. See, I knew he knows more about this than you do, Clark.
Hey, you got to cover everything, Can't have your ankles sticking out.
Breeches, extended breeches, slops, or pantaloons? You as a nabob, what are you choosing?
Oh,
and also black or white. You have to let me know whether it's black or white. Or whether you're not wearing any stockings at all.
I guess, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm going with pantaloons. They're silk and they're black. Okay. This was definitely stacked against me from the start.
You're already ahead. What are you talking about? All right, black or white? For the color of the breeches, are they black or white?
I'm going with black breeches.
Okay.
And mine are going to be buckskin.
Okay. Clark?
Black I told you what mine was.
Did you say black or white for the breeches?
Yes, I said black.
For the breeches? For the
breeches? He said black.
No, you said black for the stockings. You have to pick your stockings too now.
Oh, nice. Stockings too.
Or none. White, black, or none?
None. I'm too poor to afford them as a mere Batman. And
all
actually, right. The Batman would be a very wealthy guy that lives in a cave.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So at the end of round 2, which I thought would take a little bit longer, but it didn't because you guys just went blah, 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 and we're done.
Oh, I didn't realize we were supposed to drag.
We were supposed to have an extended debate about breeches.
Right, yeah.
Do I have a buckle on mine?
Once again, that's what happens when there's no rules and we don't discuss things.
All right, the score is the same. Claudius, you're still ahead. I mean, not the same. Same, you're ahead. It's not the same score, but you're ahead. It's the same result.
Wow. You could have just left it alone, and now I'm more confused than when we started. So, but go ahead.
I've assigned points to both of you, but you're still ahead. Clark, you're still ahead.
Is he sinking farther into the hole?
Yeah, you gained on him a little bit, yes. All right. So there's that. Well, what's next? What's the next segment?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the screen to change.
Well, I don't know what's next. What haven't we done yet?
I thought this was. Excuse me. Forgive me. I thought there was planning involved here, but I'm sorry about that. Forgive me.
Well, this is typically where we do the ASMR section, but we did that earlier.
Well, that was because you wanted to. So you should have. You should have.
Now we're gonna do the countdown segment.
Goodbye.
Are we done? Well, we have a third segment for the game. Let's just go to the third game segment, then we're done.
No, I didn't say good. We were done. Jerry said
right.
we were going to start the countdown timer, so we can't be here for the countdown timer.
All right, here's the
What we
third
do,
thing
you
of the
got to
game.
mute us. At least to mute us.
In this, you're gonna roll a 10-sided die to get to figure out what your.
Oh, here we go again. I just put them all away.
Why would you put them away?
I thought we were done. That's an 8. Okay, no, that's a 12.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I got Bark of Frailty.
Okay.
What? How did you roll and get Barker Frailty?
That's listed on the 2 hand.
I got a 3.
Oh, I'm supposed to be watching. Oh, you told me there wasn't a slide. I got 8 bleeder.
All right, as we enter round 3, the final round of this standard game, you have become you are known to the women of the town, who are, of course, your superiors, who judge you in every way. They have decided, as ape leader, you are a man who is going to die alone, basically like the modern-day cat lady. She's going to have a bunch of useless animals, which at the time in Regency Britain, they considered apes to be useless animals. So
you be like a spinster or what?
Yeah, basically. So you take some points out for that. You lose some points for that.
Of course.
Meanwhile, Claudius, you are a Bark of Frailty.
Right.
You
got
are
a big
an
dick too.
easy woman. You are a bit of a prostitute, easy man. You're a male prostitute. You gain some points in this, actually.
You go around swinging it, baby.
Because the military with extended breeches, you are successful.
They do like that ASMR.
You do, yeah, you do. You are very successful. So, in the third round of the game, as we move in, this, we continue with these characters in the next game. If we ever play again.
Hopefully not.
If
Claudius has pulled ahead.
Big if. Shocker. Don't know how I scored to begin with, but shocker. Okay.
I know you're ahead up at the round 2. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, did you notice there's no number 8?
Wow. What do you think that says, Jerry?
I think that speaks to the good planning that's going on.
Yeah. Look at that.
Well, look, no one rolled it, so.
Look at number 6. All
right. Well, that's yeah. All right. It could have been worse. It could have been worse for both of you.
When do we actually start playing the game?
This is round 3. We playing the game.
All we've done is pick stuff off a list. Roll dice.
Is that what a fucking game is?
No.
Pick stuff, roll dice, pick things, and get a score.
We're not. There's no objective here. What is the objective?
Just
Kill
like in real
time.
life. Work hard and be successful. You just got to be successful in this world in Regency Britain. That's all you're trying to do. You're trying to skirt by. With a bunch of you're in this world where these crazy women are judging you all the time. They're judging you on your looks. They're judging you on your protocol. So this game is going to expand outward now. We know what your characters are now. Claudius is a male prostitute and a successful one. And Clark, you are an old spinster. With a lot of money, but very few social prospects.
Wow. That's really... Wow. I don't know how to live that life.
And you're both out in the world, and you're going to have to achieve, I'm going to give you tasks that you're going to have to achieve.
Why?
Because it's a game. Otherwise, there would be no game.
This is a Dungeons and Dragons thing again, there, Claudius. Once again, he has to be in control, dictating the situation.
Everybody dictates the game when they do. Last time with the question game, you dictated it. The time with the
No. You have a pattern. This is like something that's followed you your entire life, or you You've never mind followed you. You've forged ahead with it your entire life.
What are you talking about?
D&D is like burned into your head, my friend. This Dungeon Master thing really went. Really went up there.
Dungeon. There's no dungeons. There's no dragons. This is a time travel game. Game.
Where you're the time travel master.
I'm just giving
you
guys
he's a time lord.
I could have done it differently. I could have just said it was a trivia game and gave you trivia about Regis.
Right, and you'd be the trivia master.
Because I'm running the game. Every time you guys run a game, you become the game master. That's a sore spot for you. Why are you? What is wrong with you? This is a game between you and Jerry. Well, of course I'm the game master. I'm just giving you trivia. It's basically a glorified trivia game. That's all this is.
No, it's not.
It is. That's how it's
No, it's not. I'm sure you got one too. I got a link to that website for the game. Yeah. Roll or whatever it was.
Well, yeah, just so we could see the rolls instead of you telling me what the roll was. That's all. Just so we could see that. So I could see the 14.
Like we're going to lie to you about.
So you had to send a link to sign up so I could roll some dice?
Yeah, that would be cool to see the die rolled.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff where I don't have to sign up for to do it.
All right, you don't have to do it. I'm sorry.
Just put a random number. No. I get it, but it just.
I guess you could have done it in maybe in a Telegram.
Oh yeah, let's not do it in Telegram.
I'm working on for the next game. Next time we play this, I have this thing where it's going to be like something happens. You know, I'm going to use some slang in there, and you're going to have to figure out how to react to it based on what you think that slang means. That's just like a trivia game, you know.
Oh great!
The answers are going to be some slang trivia.
Or
study up on my Victorian history. Game. Yeah, that's a good point too.
Well, this is more interesting because now you guys have characters.
Was it?
Forward into that. I think so. I think
Very
it's
good point.
I guess we have to leave it to the listeners to decide. But for now,
listener,
everyone, give your thumbs down right
All right,
now.
we haven't checked the count. What's the count?
It was up to 6 at one point.
It was up to 6. We lost
keep
2.
Losing that one. That one has hope, but it's fading quickly.
Right,
hey, if he hung on during the countdown timer, he's, they've got to be.
It's a very common thing. All right, let's end this thing. Jesus. You guys are tough today. Tough crowd. You come up with games. You guys.
State of the podcast. This game sucks.
All right, on that note, music's playing.
Thanks for sharing that. Are we muted? Oh, we're not muted. I'm getting some type of hand signal. Song's not that long, is it?